Okay, for question 2 of Organic Skills Training, exercise 5, we are looking at the chemical test distinguishing test. Question. So in this case, generally the skills involved is to identify the functional group. So for compound G, basically we have an an ester functional group as highlighted over here, and in H we have an amide functional group. Okay, so for ester and amide, because they are both carboxylic acid derivatives, alright, so if you recall, they are carboxylic acid derivative. We will consider hydrolyzing it first before we consider the products of the hydrolysis and then to compare the difference. So in this case, consider hydrolysis. So in this case, amide will undergo hydrolysis to break this CN bond. Ester will undergo hydrolysis to break this CO single bond. Okay, indicated in green over here. So over here, that's what I'm doing over here. When I add sodium hydroxide and heat aqueous, alright, the amides will undergo basic hydrolysis similar to ester. So what happens is that the amide will release out this component, which will then give me ammonia gas. So the ammonia gas will cause the red litmus paper to turn blue. Okay, so the ammonia gas evolved will cause the red litmus paper to turn blue. Whereas in the ester, there will be no ammonia gas evolved, so this makes it possible to distinguish between H and G. So in this case, when you see an amide with a CONH2, that will be one of the considerations, right, to do a simple basic hydrolysis and test for ammonia gas. Okay. Another way of looking at it is to then consider breaking the ester CO single bond during hydrolysis, and we test for this resultant phenol functional group. Okay, so this resulting phenol functional group here, CO C6H5OH. But in this case, to get a phenol, I need to have an acidic hydrolysis. So in this case, I do acidic hydrolysis, so I use HCl aqueous, and I heat followed by adding neutral iron 3 chloride to test for the violet complex for compound G, and then because in H we won't get a phenol, you will get a benzoic acid. Right, you get a benzoic acid over here. So if you think about the hydrolysis, what do you get for each of the products? In the basic hydrolysis, you will get for H COOH, and then you have your NH 4 plus. Okay, that's acidic hydrolysis. For your ester, you get your phenol, and that's why we can test for your it using aqueous neutral iron chloride. Okay, so your phenol here is the one that's responsible for your violet complex. Okay, and that's question 2.